Sword of the Demon Hunter, episode 11, now out. Let's freaking talk about it.
Kijin Gentōshō.
So the newest episode of Sword of the Demon Hunter is now out for you guys to go and check out. And again, it delivers top tier, world class animation and story as it continues on. It's just absolutely fantastic. Now, I know some people were worried about what happened to Natsu, what happened to this character, what happened to Zenchi, what happened to all these characters that we love already from here on. And I said we still have like 14 episodes to go. So I don't think the story is done with them. And in this episode, we are back in the past again. We are back in the Endo period. And we are back with those characters that we love. And I'm telling you guys, we're going to tell this story of all these characters. Don't you worry. And this episode opens up with Jinya slaying freaking demons. Like, man, just, there's blood. There's demon bodies. I'm just sitting there like, yo, Jinya's been on a little rampage here. But what I love in this, especially in this first scene, it really set the tone for the episode, especially with what Jinya says. Now, he talks about how every strike and every time he takes down a demon, it feels like his sword is getting clouded. And then he makes the remark of, maybe it's actually my heart that's getting clouded. And it's just showing you this development of him as a person and how each time he takes down these demons, it's sort of clouding who he believes he is. I really, really love that aspect. I thought it was fantastic. But the majority of this episode is about this new sake that has just come in. This new sake that everyone is raving about. I want this. I want that. I want it. And this guy is like, look, this is the new stuff. You gotta get it. And this is where we see everyone. Natsu, Jinya, the demon girl, the father. We also see Zenchi, who we are actually celebrating his promotion that he's really excited for. So it was great to see everyone in the room together celebrating. It was brilliant. And it was all fun. And then Zenny brings out that bottle of sake, the new one. And he tries it and he's like, ooh, this is not great. This is like salty, disgusting. It's just like, oh, what's going on? So then the other guy's like, give it here, let me have a try. He tries and he's like, oh, that's pretty strong. So Jinya's like, okay, I'll try it. He tries and he's like, it's pretty weak, you know. But Jinya's not sold on this. He knows that there's something up with this bottle. And as we see Jinya sitting in his little hut, the guy next door and his daughter, they're constantly going at it because the guy is drinking now very frequently. Not like he used to. So you can already see that things are going on. He starts to get a little bit aggressive in that. And this is where we see Natsu come to Jinya and is like, look, man, Zenchi's been drinking. Ever since that night, he's just been drinking. He hasn't been doing anything. He's not working or anything like that. I need you to come to the bar with me as my bodyguard to help me drag him out. So we see Jinya go there, and Jinya's already talked to Haralot about, can you find out about this, you know, sake. I need you to find out what it is and stuff like that. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it is something, but it seems to be something as it goes on. And when they get to the bar, Zenji says a lot of bad stuff to both of them. Like, he's obviously drunk out of his mind, but he just goes in. He goes in on Natsu and just says, look, no wonder why you're single. No one wants to, you know, deal with you. You bark on orders all the time, man. You know, stop barking like a dog. Stop doing this. My man was just going at her, and I was like, bro, what is this sake doing to this guy? And then he turns his attention when Jinya says, hey, I don't care how drunk you are. That does not give you any excuse to act and have this attitude towards her. And he goes, I'd never even liked you from the start, and just starts going into Jinya. And then he throws a punch. Jinya dodges it. One punch straight to the stomach, to the ribs. And I was like, yeah, don't mess with my boy Jinya. Jinya does not muck around. And then everyone else is like, hey, what's going on here? So obviously they've all been drinking it as well. So they start going in on Jinya. Jinya starts knocking fools down like he's beating them up. And then this little zippy lightning thing comes around, starts taking people out. And Jinya just smiles. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, unless Jinya's got a new ability that we don't know about, this has to be only one other person that can do this stuff. And of course, it was that same guy who was the vendor, who is the sort of like medium is back, and it was so great to see him. And in this episode, we see him and Jinya work together, which is something so refreshing. So they start talking, and Jinya's like, I'm very happy to see you, man. That made light work. That made it easier for me. And this is where, you know, you have those two characters in the same room, and the vendor guy is just talking to Jinya like, you know, I've heard stories about you, you know, the great demon hunter. You're kind of a celebrity out here and stuff. And he is there because he encountered the same thing with his sake, and he wants to know more about it. So that is what they're looking for. And this is where Zenji finally comes back to his senses, like, what's going on? And then Jinya and the vendor guy, they go to the shop, to the alcohol shop at night. And unfortunately, the guy who was selling all that is dead. He is dead. There's blood everywhere. And they're like, okay. So this was recently stocked, and now it's gone. So these people, there's something in the sake that is making them be like mental. It's almost like a virus sort of thing where it just triggers something in their brain that makes them, I need this, I need this, I need this. It's like an addiction almost. And then they notice and they sense something, and then these two, you think they're gonna, like, you know, fight each other or something like that. They go like that across each other, and they kill two demons. And I'm like, oh, seeing these two work together is exactly what I was hoping for, man. I want to see more of it personally. I think these two working together is fantastic. And then they're like, okay, maybe the demons just wanted to get involved here because they smelled the blood and everything like that. And then it ends, and it goes to this woman walking. And they're like, oh, it's been snowing for ages. And this woman's walking on the water, right? Walking. And then it shows this golden blonde hair. And that's it. Now, is that his sister? Is that the big reveal at the end? Is that the cliffhanger of like, maybe his sister is getting closer and closer to him? Are we about to see that confrontation very, very soon? Because that's what it felt like to me. Like they're teasing, this is coming. This is on its way. And I can't wait for that thing. But I thought this episode, again, fantastic. To get two characters in a room, to have this conversation, to have a freaking thing about evil sake, basically, and still be this compelling is fantastic. And just seeing the growth of Jinya again. Like, I know some people have said, oh, what is even the story of this? Like, what's the story? It's like the story of Jinya. Like, it's the journey of him coming to terms with the events that happened in the first episode and going through life and experiencing it and regrowing himself internally to when he gets into that confrontation with his sister. What decision is he going to make? Is he going to save her? Is he going to kill her? That's what this journey is all about. And it's been fantastic. And again, this episode, fantastic. Let me know what you guys thought. Maybe you didn't enjoy it. I want to hear your thoughts. Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.